This conference will now be recorded.
Yes. Okay, so we are starting about this today. So it's actually I've already reiterated a couple of times yesterday. It is a model-based test automation. We will understand what is model-based test automation in today's session. And if you see Tosca, how many technologies it's supporting. These are the different technologies it is supporting. So if you say mobile application, yes, it is supporting Android and iPhone, Apple. And if you say .NET, yes, it supports .NET application, it supports Java, it supports SAP. If you have Windows application, it supports Win32, C++, and VB. And it also supports Power Builder, Delphi, Word, Excel, and also PDF. And it also supports databases, different types of database servers. And if you see there's a file content, if it also supports XML format, REST, JSON, everything. Okay, so these are the different sample technologies that it's actually supporting currently. So that is also one another scenario where why actually Tosca has started its path and creating its own path in the technology. Okay, so any questions on this?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, all right. So let's move on to the next slide. So if you see, these are the different components that will be but we'll be working all around when we are working with Tosca. Okay. So if you see, these are the main components that you'll be working. One is repository and commander and executor where you execute all your test cases, and it will be interacting with system under test. We'll understand what is system under test, and there will be a wizard, and there are these are the different types of engines it's actually executing. Okay, so here you can see the architecture of Tosca. If you see the architecture of Tosca, it's not complicated. It's very simple. You have a repository where you store all the things. It has a license server where your license will be like validated. It's called a server side. And when you come to the workspace, client side, so what we will work, we'll be working on the commander. And you have an executor where you execute all your test cases. And here you can create your test case. You have different sections when you see in the commander, right? You have different sections called test case section, module section, test case design section, and execution and requirements. So these are the different tabs you will be working when you are working with Tosca. Okay, let me open this Tosca. So this is how the Tosca will be when you are installing your machine, and this is how it open up. So we'll be using 15.2 version 15.2 and P5. Okay, there are some more latest versions I mean after this, but we'll be using this. So once you open, right? So first it will check whether you have license or not. So if you have license, only then it says license verified, and this page will be opened up. So I have created all these different projects. So let me open one of this project. If you see, these are the different folders that I've created, and if you see, this is a test case section. Here if you see test case, and the other one is modules, which is in orange color, and test case design, this is a test case design. And if you want to see execution, let me open the execution. So this is called execution and requirements. Wait, let me open requirements. Yes. So these are the different main tabs you'll be working on. Okay. So the heart and soul of this whatever project you create is called as module section. So this is where the main game starts when you're creating a Tosca. And then with the help of this modules, you can start creating your test case. Once you create your test case, you go ahead and just run it in your execution section. This is called execution section. And once you complete your execution, so then you can generate your report. Suppose in your test case, if you have to include any test data sheet. So if you see, this is one of the sample test data sheets that I have created. Let me open this. Okay, so this is a sample test data sheet that I have created. So this is how this is similar to an Excel sheet what we see outside, and this is inside your Tosca. Okay, so you can make use of this design sheet and attach your test case and then run your execution. And comes the last is a requirement where you map all your requirements with your test cases and execution lists. Okay, so don't worry about it. Just get acquainted with whatever things that I'm actually talking about. You'll slowly understand what are the different sections and how to play around with these different sections. Okay. So this is what architecture in Tosca is all about. Okay. So now let us see what is a life cycle or what is a Tricentis Tosca cycle is all about. Okay. So then first starts with the requirements and then test cases, and then you create your modules and build your test cases, run your execution list and generate your reports. Everything will happen in one place. Okay, so what is that place? Tosca. So here only you can do anything, whatever you want according to this. Okay. So this is called as Tosca cycle, and when you see, I was telling you that this is this heart of what you gonna build your test case, right? Modules. So this is called heart. So what exactly will be captured in the module? I'll try to make you understand today. Okay. So if you see the modules, so basically before going to the modules, you have to understand what is system. Okay. So here you understand the system, right? System under test. Okay. So this is what I'll be reiterating couple of times in our, classes. So what is system under test? Test. So what is the application that we are trying to test it? Okay. So here we'll be trying to test one application called demo web shop. So this is a demo web shop. Here, everyone has to register with any of your credentials. Like you have to give your first name, last name, and any email ID and a password. And this has to be remembered because this is what will be playing around all through our, total course. Okay. So I'll just ping you this, quickly ping you this email address. So I would request everyone to just log in. To just try to register it. Please try to register to this demo web shop. And today we'll start with one. I'll give you one task. Okay. So first, I'll give you next 5 minutes. I'll be giving you. Please try to go click on the register button and try to register. And please remember the email ID and password, whatever you are trying to give. Okay. So it's not compulsory. It has to be a business email ID. It can be any email ID. And it's only for the testing purpose, so no need to worry. Any details you provide, it will not be a problem. Yeah, Shiva, please go ahead. You had some issue.
Yeah, sorry, I was talking in mute. Ma'am, after
Okay.
once completion of this class, can we get the PPT for reference purpose?
PPT I cannot give you, but standard
Yeah, I mean,
notes will.
basically, yeah. Basically, when you're telling and speaking, so I'm writing the
Yeah.
notes. So better to write or whether
Okay.
we can get the PPT like that.
No, actually, there is not more you can write it because in
Yeah,
future it will be all these sessions only. You will be right. Just you have to be practicing, right? So don't
yeah,
worry
yeah. That,
about the math. You can get it anywhere. Just try to follow whatever I'm telling.
Yeah, at least we will get this recording video.
Yeah, recording you will get it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, yeah, no problem.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah. So please go ahead and try to register for this URL. It will be useful for our next couple of classes.
So here we have to provide first name, last name, all the details, right, ma'am?
Yes, exactly. You have to give the first name and last name. So whatever you did, sorry for that. So whatever details you are trying to provide, just you have to remember your email and password. So in future
Yeah,
we'll be automating this application. Why are we automating only this application? Because this is the standard application this Tricentis has given, where it has included all the things, whatever is needed in future. If you are deployed into your project, whatever is needed, everything is covered in one UI. So for this, we are trying to automate. So this is a system under test. So this is the application that will be testing all over through our course. This 30 hours will be working around this only this application. So please try to register and have this username, I mean email and password handy, so that when we start our first test case creation, you will be ready with all the things, and just have to go ahead and create your test case. I hope everyone is trying to do it.
yeah, done.
Yeah.
So we are doing web-based application right now for this exercise.
Yeah, we are doing web-based application.
In the same way like mobile and desktop application as well.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I mean, first try to get hold of this. In
Yeah, yeah.
middle, I'll tell
Hmm.
you how to do other applications.
Yeah, yeah.
The
Okay, ma'am.
pattern
Yeah,
and everything will be same. Only there is a small
yeah.
little difference. You'll understand in future. Okay, I hope most of you has completed this, right? Can I go ahead?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I already have my login credentials, but I don't remember. Let me check. Okay, so when you log into this page, this is how it appears. Okay, so and the first test case we will create is for registration. Okay, so whatever you see the registration page, that is one test case that we'll be doing, and the other one you can try to navigate. I mean, you can explore this application post this session. Like you can go to navigate book section and try adding something on your cart and what happens to the cart, and after you click on the cart, so what all the things that are appearing here, and how can you delete this, remove this products, all those things you can go ahead and do it. Let me go to book section.
Ma'am,
And one
this
more
website,
thing.
Tricentis has told us for practicing.
No, Tricentis has put an effort to put all the components together so that we can use it for practice. It did not tell us to do only on this. We can do it on everything, anything, any web application. But as this is easy for us to, I mean, easy like in the starting stage, if you have to get acquainted to what all the things. So it is an easy application that we can get whole grip on. So that is why we'll try to
Okay.
automate on this. Okay. Okay, so next what happens is once you click on checkout, oh, there should be something that you have to, yeah. Okay, so on after you log in, right, you have to go here and address. Okay, so in the address, can you go ahead and fill in these details? Wait, let me ping you these details. Just give me a moment. Just a second. Let me. Okay. First, we have to register this and then register. Yeah, I'll ping you what you have to do. Just please go ahead and do this. So go to my account section and by clicking on, okay, let me share my screen again. Okay. So when you click on this email address on the top, right? You will see addresses and the addresses you have to fill out all these details. Let me try to edit it. Yeah, here you have to give first name, last name, everything, all those things that have been here. Please do put it and try to save this. So this is the next step that you have to do. Once done, please let me know.
I am not able to see this my account.
You have to click on this. I mean, once you log in, right? One after you
Hmm.
log in, you have to click on this link that you're seeing on the top.
Yeah, ma'am, got it.
Yeah.
In
I mean,
country
these
and
are the
details, we have to fill the same thing, like whatever you pinged in the chat.
I mean, yeah, no problem. You can do it anything. It's not mandatory. It's just a test data. We are actually trying up to set all the environment, everything ready, so that when we
Okay.
are starting with our first test case development, everything will be handy and you can just go.
And we can give it our address as well, right? No problem.
Sorry? Yeah, you can give it, no
Yeah.
problem.
How you went,
Okay.
ma'am? My account. Hello.
Okay. Let me show you one second. So once you log in, you'll be on this page. You'll be landing on this page.
Yeah.
Just click on this
Mm,
email ID, whatever you are seeing
email ID.
there, and then
Mm-hmm.
click on addresses. As my address is already there, it's actually showing me to edit or add new. For you, there will be no addresses. You just have to click on add new. So you have to give the first name, last name, any details you can provide. It's not mandatory that you have to give the same data.
Yeah, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Yes, done.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next thing is go inside any of these categories and just try to add anything on your cart, and then go to the cart, just click on checkout. So once you click on checkout, right, whatever address that you have saved in your this thing will be automatically populated here. You just have to click on continue and then
Continue
continue.
shopping.
Yes, and continue. And in the payment method, try to click on credit card and click on continue. And here try to save whatever details that I have given, like card holder name and yeah, credit card details. I'll ping you again in the chat, group chat.
Can you go back and show again what you added?
Anything, it's okay. Anything on
Okay.
your, anything you can go add and just click on the shopping cart,
Payment method.
and then
Yeah.
payment method should be
Yeah. Payment
credit card.
method is credit card. Yeah.
Credit.
After
Yeah.
continue. Yeah.
And payment information here, try to give these details.
Yeah, ma'am.
Whatever I have pinged in the chat, try to give it.
Yeah.
Okay, and also save this whatever data that I'm giving, please save it in a notepad so that it will be useful in further.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, so once you have done this, right, you just have to click on continue. Okay, I did not enter my card number. Whatever details I'm pinging here, please try to save it in a notepad so that it will be used for, it can be used further.
Yeah. Yeah. After providing credit card details, I'm going to click the continue button.
Yeah, yeah. Click on continue.
Can I confirm, ma'am?
Okay.
Buying?
Yeah, you can confirm. That's it. You'll get this order number. So these are the three
Yeah.
prerequisites that you have to do. What are the three prerequisites? First is registering into the system under test, and second one adding your
Hmm.
address, and third one entering your card details. So these are the three prerequisites that you have to do before we start automating our first test case. And this is the
Yeah.
application that we'll be working on, and this application is called system under test. Okay. So this is a system
System?
that we are trying to test, system under test.
Okay.
Okay. If you are done, we can go ahead with the next PPT.
So after adding the credit card, I have to just click on continue, on confirm in the
Yeah.
confirm order.
Yes, yes. Please click on continue and then you will get an order ID.
Yeah. Order number. Yeah.
Yeah, order number.
Can I save this order number, ma'am?
No need, no need. This is just
Yeah.
for you to get acquainted with this thing. That's it.
Done, ma'am.
Done?
Yes. Where we will get the order details actually?
On the screen.
Green. Thank you. Your order has been successfully processed.
If you are able to see my screen, that is where you can.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am.
I hope everyone is good with till here, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, then we'll go ahead. We'll understand what is system under test, and I mean, we understood what is system under test. Okay, so this part we are clear about.
Yeah.
So, what is a system under test? What are we doing? We are working on demo web shop portal. Okay, and what
Hmm.
are we trying to do? Okay, so I'll just log out. Okay, I click on register. Okay. So here, so suppose my first test case is registering into this portal. Okay. So I
Mm.
have to create one test case where I will be using the same test script for n number of times to register different portal, I mean different members into this portal. Okay. So for that, we have to click on register, and then we have to write input our first name and last name, email ID, password, and then click on register. Okay. So now you have to tell Tosca, okay, you have to perform all these actions. To perform all these actions, what Tosca has to do? Tosca has to communicate with the system under test, right? So Tosca has to understand, okay, so now I have to click on register. Okay. Then after I click on register, I have to go and fill in the details. To tell Tosca to understand, to make Tosca understand to do all these basic things, it has to have everything. It has to have a communication portal between this demo web shop and our Tosca. Okay. For that, what we will do, we start creating a module. Okay. What we do once we create a module, so we try to capture what all the things are present on the screen onto your module, and then with this help of module we start creating our test case. Understood?
Okay.
Any doubts? See, if you see, I have created different I mean different modules for different web applications like Facebook application, Amazon application, Google search. Okay. So if you see Google search, so this is a page that I tried to do. Here is a simple page. Here it has to go and enter something. For that, you have to tell Tosca what all the things that it has to do. Okay. So suppose if you are doing in a demo web shop, it has to enter first name, last name. For that, it has to have all these fields somewhere in Tosca, so that we can tell Tosca go ahead and do all these operations. Okay. So to tell Tosca to do all those operations, we capture all those things, all these things into our module and save it, and then we use it for a further test case creation. Okay. So this is a high level understanding of a module. Okay. So coming back to the PPT, so you have a system under test. Now what you do, you capture all the things that you want to do in the system under test as a technical information into your Tosca called as module. And once you have a module ready or a model ready, and this is called an automation model. So once this is ready, with the help of this model, you start creating a test case. How do you create your test case? By giving business information. Business information is nothing but different types of test data that you are passing to this model. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
Very simple. Very simple. Okay. So this is all about a model. Okay. So in the module, how to create a module, I mean how to capture all those things, we'll see in the next, slowly we'll see in the next classes. But for now, try to understand how Tosca will work. Okay. So now we have demo web shop where we try to capture all these things into a called as automation module, and by giving different sets of business information, we start creating our test data. It's nothing but we are feeding the data into this technical information into this test case, and then we are trying to automate it. Okay. So if you see in other languages like UFT or Java, or some Selenium, if you see, these are the different lines of code how you try to pass your information. Okay. So here you have
Yeah.
to mention like this some options and here. But when you come to I mean this is the application. Okay. So this is how the application comes, and this is how the script will be there, like if you write in UFT or Java or Catalan, anything else. Okay. But when you come to our Tosca, so this is how our automation model will look. Model is nothing but module. Okay. So I'll show you. If we have user defined modules, demo workshop. I must have done for registration. Okay. So this is one, module that we have created for login page. Okay, you will also be doing all those things. So login page, what all the things we have: email ID, password, and login. So I tried capturing all these things into a module, and then I'll just drag and drop to this on my test case. And then I start giving different data onto my test case, saying that this is the email ID you have to pass, this is the password you have to enter, and you have to click. So click is nothing but once you see, once you see this button, right, login button, you just have to click. This is how we make Tosca understand about how, with the help of a model. Okay. So this is as simple as you see an application. So if you see, it is easily understandable also. In application, it says make. Here also it says make. Engine performance, engine performance. So immediately when you try to use this model in your test case, you will easily understand, okay, in this make text box, you can give this information. So if you see here, you can differentiate between text box, drop down, and a button. If you see an OK, right? OK symbol, it identify, you can identify it as a text box, sorry, button. Okay. And if you see and a horizontal line, it makes as a text box. And if something like this, if you see the icon, it is called as a drop down. So if you see, fuel is a drop
Okay.
down. Here if you click, you will have something. Okay, so this is as easy as how you see your application. This is how you start creating your models and then use it in your test case. So when you start using it in a test case, it is easy. It's not like you have to give all this information, you have to give some semicolon, all those things are not needed. You just simply pass some data. See,
Ma'am, here
this
A,
is how
A
the map.
indicates. Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. See, this is how a test case is created with the help of model. So when you use this model on your test case, so this vehicle symbol will become like this, and this is a test case symbol. And all these things, whatever you have tried capturing in your model, will come up here. And whatever data you have to give, all those data will give it in your test case. And what is a different form, like input, output, or something else? So whatever is that mode of input thing that you have to do, those things they will be given here. Okay, so this is how you use your, someone, can you go on mute please?
Someone go on mute, please. Yeah.
Vana.
Okay, I'm mute everybody. Okay, please don't try to unmute, let me complete and then I'll give you some time for you to discuss. Okay, yes. Okay, so yeah, so this is how a model, we can convert it into a test case and give all the inputs whatever you want. Okay, so this is very simple. Okay, there's nothing that you have to get complicated. Okay, so this is how a model and a test case is created in Tosca, and there are different. How do you capture this models? How do you create this module? All those things we will see step by step. For now, this is the high level understanding you have to have. Okay. And now coming to the model based test approach. So from the starting, I've been reiterating the same thing, like it is a model based, it is a model based. So what is called model based? We have everything starting from requirements till the report generation, everything in a one place. So that is why all the parts combined together, like end to end thing, can be done as a one model, right? So that is why it is called as model based testing. We can do a model based testing when you are working with Tosca. Okay, and if you see, these are the different it supports almost more than 120 plus technologies, and it supports more than many platforms that you want to automate. Okay, so you, ask, you have any, like ServiceNow, SAP, Salesforce, Avlac, databases, Only thing for everything, for any application, for any technology that it has to know, the basic thing you have to understand is this AS1 and AS2. Okay. Okay. Clear? Any questions, any queries, anything that I have to address?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes.
Like you are mapping, right? Could you go to the screen?
Okay.
The model, creating the model
This one,
based.
right?
Yeah, this one. So here we are
Yeah.
having a some like a underscore drop down make
Ha
Audi
ha.
200 we are giving, right? So is there any like
Hmm.
special characters also we can give it there instead of
Yeah,
only
yeah,
text?
you can give it
Yeah,
anything. I can tell
yeah,
you when we are trying to create in a test case. Okay. For now, just try to
yeah.
understand that we create a model.
Mm,
With the help of model, you start creating your test case, and with the help of test case, you go and execute all your test cases.
okay.
On
Okay.
the right hand side in automation models, what is this vehicle data, make, engine performance? What are all these values?
So this is what application. So if you see here, this was one of the application that I tried to automate, and here this is how my application looks, and this is how my automation model looks. So we are trying to capture
Okay.
everything, whatever is there in the application, into our Tosca.
Ma'am,
Got
yeah,
it?
here, yeah, in the scenario, like we are giving audit name, so we can give multiple names, like one after one another, like permutation
If
combinations.
text
We can give the
box,
data.
if the text box,
Mm,
yeah, if the text box is ready to take it, we can give it.
mhm.
I mean automation model. What is the symbol A?
A is nothing but
Mhm.
a text box. A
Text
symbolizes
box.
about text box. Yeah. And this thing is symbolic for drop down, and OK is for button.
Okay.
When you
And what
start
about that,
creating
ma'am?
your
Yeah,
modules,
yeah,
right, you will
choice
get to
like
understand all this. What
male,
is
female, one choice. How what will be the type of button there in the vehicle data?
checkbox? Checkbox.
Checkbox. Yeah, I think here
Yeah.
it is not there, right?
No, it is not there. You will see when you're trying to do this registration page.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Yes. Any questions, any queries apart from this? Yes. Actually, yesterday I forgot to give an introduction about myself. Let me introduce myself. I know it's like a little late, but still I don't mind. Okay, I'm Manas Anasagaram with total 12 plus years of experience in IT industry. Currently, I'm handling a team of, handling a team of 15. I'm a project manager currently, and I've been associated with Tosca since almost like 7 years. So I've been with Tosca, and I have experience in delivering most of like 6 to 7 projects in Tosca. And yes, not only about Tosca, I have experience in other tools like UFT, mobile automation, and Selenium and all. So yes, I'm glad to have you all in my next batch so that I can share my knowledge, whatever I have with me, and we can have a good learning sessions together.
Ma'am, you are from Hyderabad or any other country? Like, just asking.
No, I'm not from, yeah, I'm not from Hyderabad.
You're from US or like? Mm,
Yeah, yeah.
okay, ma'am.
Okay. Any other questions and queries? If not, this is what I have actually scheduled for today. Slowly, I'm not going to tell everything in a single day. So let us go in a very slow pace for first at least 4 to 5 days, and then we can go ahead with full on pace. Okay. Yes. If you
And you
have any
told
questions
you
and queries, I can address. Otherwise, we can go ahead and close. I'll give you 15 minutes to you today, and we
you
can go ahead
told
and close.
and you told like we are going to assign some assignment for us. Yeah.
Yeah, that is what you have to go and just explore how this page, like whatever the page that we have registered, right? Just go ahead and see what how this works. So how can you add things on your page and how shopping cart adds, how to remove things and order details, how is
Yeah.
order
So
details.
just
Just
yeah, just explore
get
the demo
acquainted
web
with
shop. Yeah.
yeah, just get acquainted with this demo web shop for today. From
Mm.
tomorrow we can I mean, because if you have a hands-on on this demo web, generally when you are doing an automation testing, obviously you'll have some test cases or something with your hand, so that handy, so can you start your test cases. So before I give you test cases for this demo web shop, I would request everyone to have a hands-on on this demo web shop. Just it hardly takes like 5 minutes to just look around this, mostly concentrate on books, electronics, apparel, and shoes. Okay, so these are the things that we'll be mostly concentrating. Okay, so just go ahead and just check how things are happening, what happens when you click on apparel and shoes, and how are you, I mean, when you change this, what is happening, and when you change it, just play around with this UI. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is a basic task that I can give you today.
When we will have class for downloading and setting up Tosca.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So the first, yeah, once the batch is finalized, right? The first session we start only with downloading the Tosca. Only once everyone's machine has Tosca downloaded, only then we are going ahead for that.
Okay.
And could you yeah.
Yes. Anything else I can help you out with
Tomorrow
today?
Saturday class is there or again Monday we are connecting?
We are connecting on Monday mostly. We don't have any class tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. With that, we can close today's session. Have a happy and
Ma'am,
nice weekend.
yeah, last question,
Am I?
ma'am. One thing. Ma'am, you told
Am
so
I?
Tosca is a licensed one. So if we download, we have to pay anything for that tool, automation tool, or it's a free trial one?
No, no. To download that and all, we'll help you out with all the download procedures and all. Don't worry about it. We will get the tool. Just wait for 2 or 3 more days. Before you get
Yeah,
the tool, right? I have few prerequisites that I have to complete. I have to make you understand these things. Once you get hold of all those things, then you can have the tool in your machine, and then we can go ahead with the next steps. Any other questions here, please?
no, ma'am.
If
Happy
not,
weekend. Thank you.
yes.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for attending today's session. See you on
thank you,
next
ma'am.
session. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Have a happy and
Yeah,
nice
ma'am.
weekend.
Sure, definitely. Thanks, ma'am. Happy
Thank you,
weekend.
ma'am.
Bye
Thank
Thanks.
you.
bye.
Thank you. Bye.